on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
How about the defense there try to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
He's crashed. He's checking crash. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
No. 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 26. Check 26.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there for the Raiders.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. That's Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Lawrence to throw.
His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Lawrence.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Waller taking it in over the middle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Go, go, go. Check 15, check 15. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist, watch twist. Check 99.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can.
Touchdown!
Jacob Harris.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jack Fox.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective. Because
now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And some room to maneuver.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And they'll run with Etienne.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Once more, Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Christian Barmore forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Lawrence.
Being chased out left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
ETN, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Jacksonville.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Warriors take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 3 buzz. 59 Mike, 59.
They're going to look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Raiders. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, they'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On third down, here's Etienne.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Christian Barmore. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. Pick it up. Go street. Pick it up. 60
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,